who is your good guy? You're way too early. Good guy of the way too early period.
I will say I picked this man last year, and I picked him for a reason because I thought that we were going to get to a certain point where it had to end. The party had to stop, and we had the wonkiest year in college basketball history. And this coach decided to take it to the next level, to make a piñata that was shaped like a COVID ball and spike it into the ground. And then at the spring game for Georgia Tech football in the offseason, he is the head coach of the other team, and he's got a Tecmo Bowl play sheet. Have you seen this? Josh Pastner doing this?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if that's not good guy of the year, if that's not way too early good guy of the year, because he's getting ahead of it, because he flew too close to the sun. We know this.
What if I told you Josh Pastner won too many games last year?
He was too good last year. The expectations are too high. But at the end of the day, he's never stopped being a good guy. You know what I mean? A lot of times when a good guy, things go well, they kind of get above it, and maybe they turn into a bad guy at a certain point. But Josh Pastner is an even-keeled, steady flow. Who knows if the face shield comes back? But regardless, he's going to be the good guy of the year, and he's going to ride it out. I don't even know if Georgia Tech's going to be a great team next year, but I will say they're going to have a good guy as their head coach.
Josh Pastner should grow a beard, as I'm looking at this picture, because he's not going to bring the face shield back. And I think a good move for him, a good brand play here is because you know he can. I mean, look how thick those sideburns are. If Josh Pastner just grew out, like, it doesn't have to be James Harden beard.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, like, let's not get crazy with it, but just grow out a beard.
What's Donna's dad's name in that 70s show? That is, like, they should do a show with Josh Pastner playing him as a younger guy. You know what I mean? That is what the mutton chops do for me every time I see him there. And in general, Josh Pastner has become the darling of the ACC, you know? Like, every single media member that covers the ACC, whenever he does anything, they're like, oh, Josh, you're the best. Like, you're hilarious. We love you. He's got all the PR in his favor, but he's not using it for bags. He's using it for good.
Interesting. Okay, so we can hash this out because I'm gonna give you my pick now. I'm gonna dive right into it. My way too early, way too early, way too early. It's so early. Like I don't even feel comfortable talking about it. To be honest with you, my way too early good guy pick is Mark Few for kind of the opposite reason of what you said about Josh Pastner. That Josh Pastner has the media in his pocket. That Josh Pastner he has such good guy vibes that anything he does is now has a positive light on it because he's so likable at this point.
You called him the Ted Lasso of college basketball. Yeah, that's it.
And that's where he's arrived. I am sensing the tide turning on Mark Few from not the elite media, not like not the blue blood of the media outlets. I'm talking about the blogosphere, the you and I's of the world.
No, we're the Baylors of the world.
We're the Baylor. Like I'm saying, tier 2. I'm saying if we're doing tier talking media,
we're 1B. B stands for Baylor. Tier 2, I don't know what they're talking about, but I think you're right.
We're up at 1B now.
We're 1B. Baylor won the title. Yeah, we bumped up.
That is true. I mean, we work at Fox now. We got like a cool set.
Yeah, come on.
That's got to be.
We're 1B.
But it's Fox Digital.
Shut up.
So we're on FS1 until we get our.
It's 1B.
All right, 1B.
Tier
whatever.
2.
Point is, tier 2 media and below. I sense the tide turning. I'm basing this off of a Bleacher Report article I saw this week. Headline says Gonzaga's Mark Few with the quote, "I wish someone had warned me about Baylor's physicality." And what he was basically saying was like the point of the you're excited about this. The point that he was making is like you can watch physicality on film until you see it in person. It's a different beast. It's hard to prepare for it's hard to prepare for size. It's hard to prepare for athleticism. And he was basically saying it's hard to prepare for physicality. But Bleacher Report knew what they were doing.
Is he saying Corey Kispert couldn't play in the ACC?
Great question.
That's what it sounds like.
Where would Gonzaga have finished in the Big Ten? Because the Big Ten was great this year, as we know.
So
just ran into some bad matchups there. So I'm worried that with what we saw last year, Gonzaga goes undefeated, loses badly in the national title game. Didn't just lose the game, lost the war, lost the PR war, lost the
narrative.
All the goodwill, lost the narrative. All the goodwill they build up, they lose. Now they land Chet Holmgren, the #1 recruit in the country, and the question becomes, Tate. We were talking about it when Chet Holmgren committed. is Gonzaga the new Duke in the sense that like they're going to start landing all the 5-star guys, and they're the program that during the way too early season we spend a lot of time talking about them. If there's nothing else to talk about, let's just Google what's going on in Gonzaga. It feels like they've sort of arrived there, but they don't have the title. And one thing I'm sensing happening to Mark Few, I'm calling my shot way too early. This is a way too early shot call. Is that the idea of the tier 2 media cheering for Mark Few, cheering for the plucky underdog, that has gone out the window. We are trying to make Mark Few look stupid. We are trying to make him look like a bad coach. He's a good man. He's a great coach. He would have been well served to take the North Carolina job, take the Indiana job, take one of these jobs.
Gonzaga's too big of a job.
But Gonzaga, he stuck around, and that was a mistake. And Mark Few, is he the man for the job? Will he ever be able to get over the hump? He has to win the title this year, is what they're going to say.
Wow.
We said it last year. Last year was true. He did not win it, but we're going to say it again next year. And that's where I sense it going with Mark Few. So.
I kind of love this, and I like the idea of Mark Few becoming, to go from the coach where everyone says the de facto best coach in basketball. How could you not want to play for Mark Few? This FIBA style, the way he empowers his players, the fact that Gonzaga will fly and play anybody. We do the flip side of that.
He loses Tommy Lloyd. What if Tommy Lloyd was the one pulling the strings with the media?
Yes.
And now everyone turns on Mark Few. And then but here's the thing. I think when and only when everyone turns on Mark Few is when he can win his title. I think that's how it has to happen.
That's what happened with Dean Smith.
Yeah, when everyone says this guy sucks, he'll never do it. Like I feel like Gonzaga even loses this coming season with Chet Holmgren. They don't win the title. They go to the Final Four again and lose. And then everyone's like, "Oh my God, get this guy all the way the hell out of my face." And then everyone turns on him. Tier 1B turns on him, media. And then he wins the title.
Hey there, thanks for watching Titus and Tate. For the full friend of the program experience, subscribe right below and come join us for all things college basketball. The action is heating up. Come join Titus and Tate.